What you're watching is the gym where Kendrick Johnson was found dead. 17 years old, Valdosta, Georgia, January 2013. He was discovered upside down inside one of these rolled-up wrestling mats, shoes off, face swollen, socks half pulled, and to this day, there's still no agreement on how he ended up like this. The official story? It was an accident. They say Kendrick dropped a shoe inside the mat and fell in while reaching for it. But to his family, and many who've seen this footage, something doesn't add up. Kendrick walked into this gym on January 10th at 1:30 p.m. No one followed him. He never came out. Surveillance shows no one entering for 3 minutes. And then, nothing. He missed his next class, never made it home. The next day, students noticed socks sticking out of a mat. When they tipped it over, they found his body, face down, decomposed, and stiff. He had been there for nearly 21 hours. Police said it was positional asphyxia, that he suffocated after getting stuck. But a second autopsy found something different: blunt force trauma to the neck. And even more disturbing, his internal organs were missing, replaced with newspaper. The funeral home said the state never gave them the organs. The state claimed they had deteriorated. So who's telling the truth? Was this incompetence or a cover-up? The family suspected murder. They pointed fingers, even naming two students, Brian and Brandon Bell, sons of an FBI agent. But Brian was confirmed to be in another class. Brandon was at a wrestling tournament in Macon, backed by travel logs, teammates, and parents. Even civil rights investigators who supported the family at first eventually walked away. What about the blood? There was none outside the mat, none on the shoes, no signs of a struggle, only a single bruise on the neck, no broken bones, no defensive wounds. Experts disagreed over what it meant. And then there's the video itself. The Johnsons said it was edited, but court documents show they were offered access to the full tapes and never followed up. When the footage was finally released, it didn't confirm a crime, but it didn't erase doubts either. Kendrick's death has become more than a tragedy. It's a symbol of mistrust, of racial tension, of unanswered questions. But with time, the noise around the truth only grows louder. And somewhere inside that silence lies what really happened in this gym.